Whoa. I'm gonna be so for real, chat. I'm freaking the fuck out. Yeah, it's because it's so tiny. I can hear myself like 3 times and I don't like it. That's the point. It's the whole point. Okay, y'all. You're gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna try my best. I'm not used to this. But we're gonna figure it out. We'll travel down this road together. So anyways, hi chat. I hope you all are having a good evening. I can't even say good day because it's not day. It's technically nighttime, evening, whatever. Either way, I hope you all had a good day. I hope you all are having a good evening. I'm super nervous, but it's fine. We'll figure this shit out together. Oh my god. I'm making myself tired. That's crazy. So, welcome to the birthday stream. I'd be lying if I said I had a whole lot planned. I really don't. I think this is the latest to stream. Yeah. No, I think going forward I'm gonna start moving my streams to a little bit like later. If that makes sense, like later in the evening. And streaming for not as long either. Thank you so much for the follow, I really appreciate it. Let me turn that down. I have done my best to turn down everything to what I think is an appropriate audio level. But if something is too loud, let me know. We will fix it. Was that loud? Okay, well I turned it down. I'll turn it down even more just to make sure. Hi Kira. Hi Kira. I hope you're having a good night, a good evening. Okay, pa. I wish you could. Well, I probably could. Oh, I don't know. I want audio presets for OBS. That's what I want. I want to be able to export my audio settings and save them, and then just change them out. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think that streaming later is just gonna work out, I think, for everybody, because I have so many people. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. I have so many people who work like normal jobs and they don't get home until like 5 or whatever, or whatever time they get home later in the evening is my point. So I think that streaming later in the evening is going to benefit just everybody. I think it benefits everybody. Oh shit. Thank you for your pets. I have to set those up. Hold on. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you for your pets. Thank you. Let me get this set up so we don't have to do it later. hope everybody's having a good evening. I'm currently trying to get my brain to work with me. Okay, perfect. So now, theoretically, we should be able to do... Oh yes, you've totally, absolutely never seen this model before. Nope. That's Alt-H. Is it Control Alt-H? Control Shift-H? Dude, what is this hotkey? Oh, I'm so dumb. I haven't set up the hotkey. Jesus Christ. Professional streamer, everybody. I'm a totally professional streamer. Okay, while I set this up, let me explain a little bit about how this is gonna work. I have a couple of different stuff and things for triggers. If you send in bits or sub to the stream, whether that's you subscribing or gifting a sub, you can make a request. And then I do for allotted minutes. This is not... Oh wait, maybe that might be me. It is me. It's me, I'm the drama. I don't think it's a VTuber stream if there isn't a little bit of scuff. I think it's not a VTuber stream if there isn't scuff. It's me. We were talking about something and I totally forgot what we were talking about. The last thing I remember is schedules, so yeah, I'm gonna stream later in the evening and then not stream as long to benefit everybody in my community. And then yeah, I think if I don't stream as long too, I'll be able to keep up energy, because I feel like a lot of my problem with streaming previously was I just didn't have the energy to go for 4 hours, and I was trying to push myself to go for 4 hours and I didn't have the energy to do it. So I'm thinking what we do now is stream later in the evening and then max 2 to 2.5 hours is what I'm thinking. So streams going forward will probably be about this time every still Tuesday through Friday, so every Tuesday through Friday about this time, and then we wrap up at 9 p.m. my time. Oh, yes. To change that. I still have stuff from the Gamers Outreach thing that I forgot to change. Which reminds me, I got a lovely email the other day from my contact with Gamers Outreach, and it was sending me an email telling me, you know, thank you for your work, thank you for doing this thing for us, it was really cool of you, and then they invited me to, or actually, can I? They didn't tell me I couldn't talk about it, so I'm pretty sure it's fine. They invited me to their holiday event that they're going to have this year. So they're gonna have a holiday event in December, and I was invited to that, so I'm super excited. I think that this holiday event that they're running is new because I've never heard of it before. It could be that I just didn't know about it, but I've never heard of it. So there's that. I don't know. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna be so real with you, Nyx. Just watching the stream helps out immensely. Just watching the charity streams when they happen helps out so much. It is very helpful. Okay. So, let's get this show on the road, shall we? So we have a command in chat that you can use for this. You can use !menu, and it will take you to a link where you can look at this, where you can view all of the different triggers and stuff I have. But I'm gonna quickly run through them with you all right now and sample them for you. Oh lord, it's huge. Hold on. That's huge. Okay. Multi-screen. And then we're gonna I love OBS, but I also hate OBS. Okay. Here we go. I wish I made... I have to... No, I know my menu is huge. I get that a lot. Yeah, I get that a lot. I get that a lot from a lot of different people. They just, you know, they can't get enough of my menu. Oh. Mine was not a game reference. Mine was a mine was a dirty joke. Anyways. Two totally different wavelengths. My mind is perpetually in the gutter. Crazy. Okay, so let's run through these. Oh lord, before I get any more degenerate. And your about looks like the wrong one. Oh no. Hold on. Let's go look. Oh wait, I can't change it here. 2 seconds. Okay, I have to look at that later. Close that because my PC only has so many resources. Alright, we're good. Back. Kind of, maybe a little bit. My frames are so bad. I love my PC, but my PC is a potato. Okay. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Alright. Anyways. I keep getting distracted. I've said this, I feel like I've said this so many times at this point, but please bear with me, okay? I've never done this before. So, to start, I bought something specifically for this stream. And I wish that I made more than $600 every year so that I could write it off as a tax write-off. So, when I decided that I wanted to do an ASMR stream, or I wanted to start doing ASMR streams, I started doing what I feel most people do when they decide they're going to go down a road or a rabbit hole. I started researching, and I started watching other ASMR streams to see how other people were doing it, specifically VTubers, because I feel like that ASMR streams, like with doing them IRL, is much easier than VTubing. So,
oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
oh, thank you for checking in. That was really loud in my ears. Holy fuck. Thank you for checking in. Anyways, so, and one of the things that I kept coming across during these streams was wooden frog. And I was like, wooden frog. So I did research, figured it out, whatever. And I found what it was, got the whole thing right. And then I bought one on Amazon for this stream and for hopefully future ASMR streams that we have. I bought the frog because I liked it a lot. I was like, okay, that kind of slaps. So I bought the wooden frog. It wasn't much. It was like $15. It was like less than $20. It was very cheap. It wasn't super expensive. And I didn't think it would be. I didn't think that a wooden frog would be that expensive because it's just a wooden frog. I used my birthday money, or some of my birthday money, to buy the wooden frog. So, Jesus Christ. I actually used quite a bit of my birthday money to buy a lot of stuff for stream, just to upgrade stream. To be right, brick frack is I'm missing so much stuff. First off, chat is missing. Second off, fresh cash. Okay, well, this just gotta move over here. 600, no, what the heck? Bro, my chat thing is not working. It truly is not one of my streams, if there isn't any stuff. I had all of this adjusted. Oh, I know what happened. There we go. Okay, anyways. So, frog. Bought this frog. I hope to God I do this right, because I'm gonna... I think I'll cry. I'll cry if I fuck this up. Okay. So, wooden frog. I have no idea if I'm a frog is that it's so easy to be far too loud. It is so easy. Wooden frog. Love this frog, dude. Even outside of like ASMR purposes, like I've just been fidgeting with this frog. Nope, just one. This is truly a very budget ASMR setup. All I have is a Blue Yeti and some household items for all of this. I tried to theoretically there's supposed to be a way with the Blue Yeti to be able to give like the left and right effect, but I couldn't figure it out, and I did some research and I found out that there's actually some PCs that can't support that. So I'm thinking that might be what my problem is just my PC can't support the left and right speaker thing. I don't know. Very weird. Don't know much about setup or shit. Hell yeah, me too. I've only recently decided trying to go into my own setup with it and try to make this kind of content myself. But yeah, I've been on my own watching and consuming ASMR content for a really long time. Okay, so that's Wooden Frog. This next one I also found on VTuber ASMR streams, and it took me a really long time to figure out how to do it. Or not really long time, but like I was trying to rack my brain of like, I don't know how these people are doing it. But then I was reminded of a video I watched. It was a IRL ASMR video, and there was a very certain like trigger they were doing. They had like baby wipes or whatever, and they were just taking the baby wipes and like stretching them in like a way that it like made a sound, obviously. And it was like, I had like an epiphany, and I was like, oh my god, I can do that. So give me 2 seconds, hold on. Alright, let's see if I can do this right. It's very, very finicky, like I have to grip this thing in a very certain way to get it to work. Okay. It's so finicky because like if I don't grip it in a very specific way, it sounds too fabricy, which is not what we're trying to do. Not the vibe. And now my mic doesn't want to pick it up. mic is fighting me right now. We're like having a all-out fucking battle over here. Whenever I can get it like actually working, it's great. Like it's like 10 out of 10. Like I'm just so good. For some reason, my mic is just absolutely fighting me right now. Good Lord. Technology's always so finicky though, isn't it? You know, something I definitely have to get used to with this is like I have to listen to myself talk when I do these, and it's so weird. It's so weird. Oh, you know what it might be actually? I just remembered. Hold on. Okay, now I've got it. Now we're good. I figured it out. I remembered what it was. Yeah, I had all my filters and stuff left on for when I'm doing not ASMR stuff. I just totally forgot to turn them off. Totally slipped my mind. Okay, so we have that. Flip this back up. Also for easy ASMR, you're probably actually hearing my PC. Cause yeah, okay. I know, look and make sure. I turned off my AC unit for in here. I'm losing my mind actually. We could do noise suppression maybe. I don't know if that helps any. Okay, anyways, next thing. So, I think that this next one, there are numerous different ways to do this. This is just how I decide to do this. We have a tracing thing. Again, numerous different ways to do this, but this is what I think. Yeah, like, if you watch a lot of like IRL ASMR content, sometimes you'll find somebody, they pull out like a book or something that's got some kind of pattern or words on it, and they'll take, like if they've got nails, they'll take a fingernail or like a pen or something, and then just trace those designs and letters or whatever. Jesus, that's not exactly what I'm going to be doing, but it's similar. The sound is similar. Hold on. I gotta put my headphones on so I can hear this and make sure it sounds good. see my kit, my whole, like, all my stuff I have set aside for ASMR, you'd laugh at me because it's so crazy. Some of them are so silly, stuff you wouldn't even think about. Okay, so the next one I have is head pats, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Will I say that? So my mic, I have a pop filter on top of my mic, and there's a bunch of different kinds of pop filters that exist or whatever, but one of the ones that exists is very fuzzy and furry, and so that's what I have. And, you know, with that knowledge, that context, headpat's just, it's self-explanatory. I also have like a little, like kind of brush thing. I have two different kinds of brushes, but I haven't tried the other one yet. I don't know how it would work, but we can try it today. But this is the first one. Let's see if it actually picks up, because the last time I tried it, it was kind of hit or miss. Even with my headphones on, I feel like I can barely hear it, but maybe that's just me. I also have the Spotify music, so it could just be that I can't hear it over the music. Speaking of which, I am going to turn that down just a little, though it's not so loud for me. I feel like the brushes just aren't as, like, the brush just isn't as effective in my opinion. Like, that could just be me, but I just feel like it doesn't sound as good. But that's me personally. What next? Okay. Pick this up as quietly as I can. So the last one that I have is keyboard switches. I don't know if you all remember or recall, but the start of this year, kind of into last year, one of the most popular fidget toys that existed was keyboard switches. And they're still the fidgets are still kind of popular now a little bit, but the hype has died down drastically. But it was every 3D printer's thing to print out little key keychain holder things for switches to put your keyboard switch in, and then you would just carry that with you. So I have one of those, but I have 3 different kinds of switches put into mine, because it can hold four switches. So I have 3 different kinds of switches. We have banana splits, cherry reds, and this clicky type of switch that came with the holder. I don't know what kind of switch it is. I have no clue, but it's very clicky, very loud. So let's do this. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. So these are the banana splits. And then this is the cherry red. And then I'm gonna do this one a little bit farther away because again it's pretty loud. This is the default whatever switch that it was that came with this thing. It's very snappy, very loud. I much prefer the softer ones. Currently, the switches that are in my keyboard are the cherry reds, but I still have a bunch of the banana splits. So, there we go. That is everything I have. If you look over here above the menu, I have this little thing here. You can give 100 bits and request to select a trigger for 2 minutes, or 500 bits or 1 sub, whether it's gifted or you subscribe yourself, and you get 5 minutes of your selected trigger. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of cycle through them and, I don't know, just do random stuff and yap, because yeah, I don't know. If there's one thing I feel that I'm pretty good at, it is yapping. So even though this stream is called my birthday stream, today is not actually my birthday. Today is just November 8th. My birthday was on November 5th. And the reason why we didn't have a stream that day was because I had plans already for things to do on my birthday, and I just couldn't make the time. Or I couldn't make the time that made sense with like what I wanted to do, because I knew I wanted to do an ASMR stream. I just didn't. I needed to plan it on a day where I knew that I was going to have the time to do this at the time I wanted to do it. And that day just happened to be today. So we're celebrating a little late on stream and with my community, but it's totally fine, you know? It's within the same week, so I think that's pretty, I think it's pretty good. It's fine. should also mention, okay, if you request a trigger from me, it has to be one of the ones on the menu. It has to be a menu trigger. I will not do... Sorry, I'm flinging this stick around. I will not do any, good boy, good girl, stuff like that. Won't do it. It makes me a little uncomfy. And yeah, it's just, I'm not here for that. So that was something I thought long and hard about when I decided I was gonna do this stream. Because I recognize that it is a very popular trigger, and a lot of people really like that trigger, but it makes me feel a little uncomfy being the one, like, just being the one doing it, so just decided I wasn't gonna do that. I would love to do like more triggers in the future, but I need to, I gotta do some research to find some new ones. Like, I'm happy with my little list I have now, but I would love to add more to that list, if that makes sense. Yeah. I'm thinking about doing one of these, like, maybe once a week or every other week. Maybe what we do is we host them on Friday, because that's the end of my stream week anyways. So we just host them on Friday, and yeah, that, like, we wrap up our week with a nice, like, chill, super relaxed stream. That's what I'm thinking, at least. That's my mindset. I am really looking forward to coming back into regular streaming next week. The two-week break I took, I think, really did help a lot, because it allowed me to have some time to kind of reset and, like, take some time to think about how I want to go about content and learn some things and stuff like that. So I'm super excited about that. I'm really looking forward to coming back into regular streaming next week. I think probably one of the first games we're gonna end up streaming is Arc Raiders, because I got Arc Raiders and I've been playing not a ton, but a good bit of it in my off time. So I actually enjoy it a lot more than I thought I was going to. My only worry, excuse me, my only worry with it is that the way that I've seen streamers play Arc Raiders is so different than the way that I play it. I worry people are going to come into the stream and see how passive I am in the game, and they're going to just be like, what the heck, why Like, why aren't you fighting people? And yeah, I don't know. To that I say that everybody has their own play styles, and their own ways to enjoy games, and it's kind of messed up to try to police other people and how they decide to enjoy their game, especially when the game doesn't even doesn't even have their own, like, this is how you should play the game. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I think everyone should just enjoy and play games how they want to play games. That's what I'm saying. Outside of that, I'm not sure what else we will get up to next week. I did also pick up Power Wash Sim 2, and I've been playing a lot of that in my off time, especially when I'm trying to like kill time or pass time. I load up Power Wash Sim 2 and I just pick up a job, do that, and then, that's that. That's actually what I did today when I was trying to pass time until this stream this evening. So, there's that. One trigger I tried so hard to figure out how to like make sound right was like some kind of tapping trigger, but like I don't have fingernails, so like, or I don't have like really long fingernails, so I feel like that any kind of tapping trigger I did is just, it didn't, I don't know, it just didn't sound right. We can play around with that though and see. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not doing it right. But then maybe it's that thing. Hold on. She seemed to like it. Another one I want to play around with at some point that I actually really like is like lid stuff, you know? Like playing around with lids. Trying to think of what I have. Hold on. Oh, I'm trying to think of what I have that has like a... Jesus, hold on. Okay, what I'm about to do is so silly. And I swear to God. Do you guys want some Gamer Subs ASMR? Gamer Subs. No, next this is Banana Berry Bedtime. This is one of their AFK flavors. If I ever get sponsored by Gamer Subs, I will absolutely be doing Gamer Subs ASMR all the fucking time. I feel like closing the lid sounds a little grating, but that might just be because of the flavor. I like Banana Berry Bedtime, but it's like one of their, like, I don't know how to describe it, but like creamy flavors. And so because of that, the powder's got like a little bit of a different texture to it. I can't even tell you guys the last time I had a dose of AFK. It's been a hot minute. Honestly, I probably should start getting back into it and drinking it again. I need to order more of the Banana Berry Bedtime because I'm almost out of it. Like, I love that flavor. That flavor is so good, especially when you mix it with milk. Like, it's okay with water, but if you mix it with milk, it's even better. It's literally like a strawberry banana milkshake. It's the best thing, dude. Love that. Love, love, love that. actually, since this is my birthday stream, I should talk a little bit about how my birthday went. I had a really good birthday. I did most of my celebrating with my family and my husband the day before, because that's when my mom was able to come up and visit. So we did a lot of our celebrating then, and yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed. It was me, my husband, my mom, and my sister, and we all went up to this new mall that I discovered while I was searching, and it was a lot of fun. It was really fun. I found out that I have a Hot Topic and a box lunch 30 minutes from my house, which, I don't know if I've talked about it on stream recently, but like the closest, like we used to have a Hot Topic, excuse me, and a box lunch that was like 30 minutes from the house, and it was 15 minutes from the house, and they both closed down. So originally I thought that thank you for the follow. Let's go, y'all. 100 followers. Thank you very much. Hi, Tazak. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, it was really nice to be able to know that I had there's a Hot Topic and a box lunch still pretty reasonably nearby. So we did that, and then we did a lot of shopping. That was basically what we did all day on the 4th, was just a lot of shopping. And then on the 5th, the day of my birthday, I worked. I spent all day on the 5th working on emotes and stuff, which you can see. If you are subscribed to the stream, we have some animated emotes, and that's what I spent the 5th doing, was working on animated emotes. So there's that. But later that evening, I actually had a birthday party with my VR friends, all of the staff from the Bone Bar, which is the VR chat bar that I hang out in and work for and stuff. And I don't think that there was a more perfect way for me to spend my evening, truthfully. I know I told my friends after that I really enjoyed it and I had a lot of fun, but I don't think that there are enough words to express how much I just truly enjoyed spending my birthday with that group of people, because they're some of my favorite people, and I was so happy I got to spend my birthday with them. Like core memories were made that night, let me tell you. They got Flair and my friends Flair and Akira came and brought me into the middle of the bar, and everybody all got in a circle around me, and it was so scuffed. It was so scuffed and it was so off sync, but they all sung happy birthday for me, and not to get sappy, but having everybody there and listening to everybody all just sing this mishmash version of Happy Birthday, and seeing all of these people that I care about and have grown to just really, really cherish is very nice. Like that was, and I mean, I remember a lot, but the one thing that sticks with me the most throughout the whole thing was sitting in the middle of that and looking around and just feeling very loved. And it was, I don't know, it just meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to me. So, I'm very grateful that I got to do that. Thank you, Nix. I'm also glad I had a good birthday. It was just a really good day. And now I get to sit here and do this with all of you guys and do our own little celebrating here. That one had a little bit more pressure than I intended. Hold on. I put a sign up. Like out in the loft area. And I had a conversation with Travis before I had the stream today that was like, listen, it's like I need quiet. Like I need quiet. And I had to explain to him how that works and why I needed it so quiet and stuff. The one person that I don't think was on the same page was my other roommate, and he just got home, but pretty sure Travis will handle it, so we're good. Dog's crashing out. Yeah, no, I told him, I was like, listen, this time, this day, I need you to take the dogs, the cat, you gotta keep them out in the loft, and I need you to, when you play your game, don't, no yelling, no crashing out, Yes, Travis, I love him to death. He has such a habit of just crashing out, dude. When he plays League, he crashes out hard, and it's like, bro. So I told him, I was like, listen, I need you to not crash out. Could you not crash out for like 2 hours? Just don't crash out for like 2 hours, please. I wonder. Okay, it changes the sound a little bit. Originally, I was just holding the frog in my hand. Okay, sorry about that. My husband came in. Okay, so originally I was just holding the frog in my hand, which is like, that's how you do it. You just hold the frog. But I was like, what if I like held it with like a towel? So now that's what I'm holding. Like I'm holding it with a towel. It doesn't change the sound super much, I think. Joke's on you, Ginger Bill. I turned the sound alerts off. I'll be sure to refund those points back to you. Dang it, yeah. I thought ahead. How are you doing, Ginger? Are you having a good night? You excited to hang out in the bar this evening? Wood frog. Wooden frog. Hopefully my mic doesn't give me too many issues today. I'm thinking what I might do is restart my headset before and see if that helps and fixes whatever issue. I've also swapped my voice mod back over, just in case voice mod was the reason why it wasn't working. So hopefully we won't have the mic issue we had last night. Wait, do you always leave it on? Yeah? Or like in sleep? Like in sleep mode? Oh my lord, is that bad? Something tells me that ain't good. Yeah, apparently not. I mean, I powered off to reset. Yeah, I guess I should probably start doing that too. I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you. Better for the battery as well, I'd believe it. Luckily, I don't have too many battery issues, but I'd rather get ahead of it now before it starts becoming a problem. reader than I am. I can't believe I didn't even think about this. Actually, no, I am gonna go get a different one. Hold on. Okay. I can't believe I didn't think about book ASMR, dude. Although I don't know how you would do book ASMR. Like the tapping noise? That's me tapping on the spine. No, no. So this book I grabbed is the one like non-fiction, like researchy type book that I own, and it is called The Witch's Way, a modern day spellcraft, nature magic, and divination guide. It's a book about Wicca. Or Wicca or paganism, I can't remember. I think it's a book about all of it. fairies and different other kinds of mythical creatures. Like I said, it's a very interesting read. The last fairy I met looked like a pink rabbit dog and turned it. What? Bro, what? Job well done, because I was very confused. I'm so sure. Hold on. I might have to sneeze. Now we're good. Speaking of books, I didn't get to read my new book at all today. Or, well, I guess the new book is, it's one of the new books that I have. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't get to read any of that today. I'm only on chapter 2. I need to, catch up. I have serious catching up to do. What's so funny, though, is, I was telling Travis about this book, and at work, Travis has a bunch of coworkers, female coworkers, who also are readers, and they read a lot of the same book. They read a lot of the same books that I do. And so, when I got this new book, Travis texted one of his female coworkers and was telling her about this book. Turns out series, but in ASMR. And I was actually, I don't remember where I got the idea, but like I Google searched and I was like, is this even legal? Turns out no, it is not. I don't know, I saw someone reading the Master or the Halo book while in Master Chief PJs. Well, I don't know. It was on TikTok. You can do pretty much anything on TikTok. There's still some pages in here that are stuck together. So, this book I got is actually a collector's edition. less filtered on the Discord streams than I am here on like Twitch or YouTube. Oh, that reminds me, holy shit. I've been multi-streaming this whole time. And I haven't had the YouTube chat pulled up. Oh my god. YouTube people, I'm so sorry. I promise I still love you. I'm just an idiot. nails, dude. They're real, like, the nail they're intended for is just, like, it's so much larger than the actual nail that it needs to go on. It's weird. It makes it so hard for me to figure out what nail goes where. I actually got really excited when I found these today, because I was looking for them for a really long time. Hopefully they don't fall off while I'm doing this. Because the last time I tried to do like some tapping, scratching stuff with stick-ons, they just kept popping off. Alright. Let's get some more. I'm gonna get another gamer's That's also very nice. If you hear me like pausing or talking weird, by the way, it's just me getting used to listening to myself talk while I'm talking. Like, I don't know. It's weird because like I don't want to talk over. I don't like talking over people. And it feels like talking over myself. And so like my instinct is just to stop. And it's just it doesn't matter, but like I don't know. Oh shit. I'm trying to take off these fake nails. I'm dropping them. I'm sure that is weird as fuck, yeah. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And, you know, started being here for the start of this content journey. I think it is safe to say that we will absolutely be doing more of these streams in the future. Again, I think that I'm gonna do those Fridays. So there's that. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Okay, so let me run through my spiel. Let me remember how to be a streamer. Alright, y'all. If you aren't in the Discord already, you should join us in the Discord. It is the best place to be in regards to being updated with what I do and stuff like that. So, as I've never been into ASMR content, this is the first for me. If you have trouble sleeping at all, I would highly recommend checking it out. I listen to a lot of ASMR content when I'm trying to sleep because it helps me sleep. So if you have issues sleeping at all, I think that ASMR content might help you, but who knows? I don't know. You can pick up roles to be pinged for whenever I go live or post a video. We also do community events in the Discord sometimes. I also stream in the Discord every now and then. So there's that. Outside of my Discord, you can find all of my other social medias on my straw page. I have just about every social that I think you could think of. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. The next time you guys see me will be on Tuesday, the 11th. So I will have a schedule out by Monday. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening, and I will see you guys all on Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of your night. If you're going to sleep after this, I hope you have sweet dreams, and I will see you guys all on Tuesday.